So when a user asks any question to an LLM, we know LLM has been trained with some publicly available data, so the LLM can answer with its generic intelligence. Otherwise, if the LLM cannot answer with its generic intelligence, then we need to train the LLM with your organization's domain-specific data by loading your documents using document loaders and then chunk the input document. We've already learned different chunking methods in the previous lectures, right? And then we have seen how to create embeddings because LLM cannot understand text and it can only understand numbers, right? And then we learned how to store these embeddings inside a vector database and provide LLM access to this vector database so that the LLM can answer for any domain specific user question. And this process is called RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. We have seen this already. And we have also learned different prompt engineering techniques, that is how to ask a right question to get the right answer from the LLM. And then we have seen how to provide memory to an LLM, and we also learned how to bind different LangChain components with LLM by using chains, right? Now let's learn about tools and agents. Okay, so by using LangChain we can create agents too, but the limitation with LangChain is it is limited to one particular task, meaning only single agent. That's why we will be learning Crew AI, which is a multi-agentic framework, right? So what is multi-agentic framework? In the context of language models and AI, a multi-agent system involves multiple independent actors, each powered by language models collaborating in a specific way. So that is nothing but multi-agent system. So the term agent is not new to you. When you power an LLM with tools meaning providing external world access to LLM, that is web search or web scraping or web crawling or Microsoft product access or Slack access or WhatsApp access, etc. right? And when LLM can remember the context, right, that is the memory, and when you ask a right question by using different prompt engineering techniques, then LLM will be able to predict the right answers, right? So multiple agent means every single agent is different than every other agent, and each agent will do a specific task. That is, more than one agent can perform a task. For example, let's say you have multiple agents here, and one agent can summarize the text of a content. For example, you want to use GPT 4.0 to perform this task. And another agent, agent 2, you can use as market research analyst, and this agent can perform a task. For example, let's go to the internet and search the web, convert that to a markdown format. And you already know LLMs are markdown friendly, right? So for example, let's say we want to use an open source model like Mistral to do this task. And let's say another agent, agent 3, which can write SQL query. Maybe we want to use another open source model like Qwen to do this task, right? So what we are doing here, we are using multiple agents and assigning each agent to a different LLM, and we are assigning different tasks. So every agent can have a different LLM assigned to do a particular task, or every agent can have its own memory, or every agent can have its own tools to access the external world. So this is nothing but a multi-agent system, right? So what are multi-agentic frameworks? We already learned all the concepts. We need to learn a framework which will support this multi-agent, right? And we have different multi-agentic frameworks available. For example, Crew AI, AutoGen, LangGraph, and we have several other frameworks available. Crew AI is used to streamline workflows across industries with powerful AI agents, and it is used to build and deploy automated workflows using any LLM and cloud platform, right? So this Crew AI is a popular one. It's user-friendly framework and it is easy to understand, and this is the official documentation of Crew AI. So let me take you there. So crewai.com right? So this is the official Crew AI documentation. So you can go through this when you have some time. And this framework is used to build multi-agentic generative AI applications, right? And the next one is AutoGen. AutoGen is a framework for building AI agents and applications. And this AutoGen framework is developed by Microsoft. And when it comes to AutoGen, we have streaming kind of live feature available with AutoGen, and that feature is not available with Crew AI. So depending on your requirement, you have to pick the right framework. And the next one is LangGraph. This is a framework for building AI agents that can handle complex tasks, right? And LangGraph is developed by LangChain. And by using these frameworks, we can build multi-agentic applications. And there are other multi-agentic frameworks available too, but these are some of the famous ones. So let me take you to AutoGen as well. So like I said, this is developed by Microsoft, a framework for building AI agents and applications. So this is the official page of AutoGen, right? And let me show you LangGraph as well. So you can see by using LangGraph, we can build multi-agentic frameworks and solve complex tasks, right? So this is the official page of LangGraph. So by using these multi-agentic frameworks, we can build multi-agentic applications. And there are other multi-agentic frameworks available too, but these are some of the famous ones. Okay. And we will learn Crew AI multi-agentic frameworks in this course, so we can build multi-agentic generative AI applications. All right. Thank you.